Of course, musician, entrepreneur, Moist frontman, David Usher, now author of this new book, Let the Elephants Run, Unlock Your Creativity and Change Everything. As you can tell, David, from my post-its, I could not put this down. It's a great book.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. We're so happy to have you back.
Thank you.
This book is obviously talks a lot about creativity, but as I was telling you, it's just as creatively written. It's written like a manual, like a journal, and I love that about it. How did you come up with this concept?
Well, I decided very early that if I was going to make a book on creativity, and if I was going to make a real, live paper book, that I wanted to make something that was an artifact that you had to touch and hold and interact with. Mm-hmm. If you're going to make something these days, you want something that's engaging, and the best way to do that was to really make it creative in form and function as well.
I told you, I was very tempted to take my pen and start writing. You start the book with this adorable picture of you at 3 years old, posing with a bow and arrow. You talk about how at that age we have endless curiosity and creativity, but how that sort of fades with life and with age. How so?
I think that for a lot of people, they get disconnected from their creativity. It's a natural process. When we're young, you can walk into any classroom of, 5-year-olds, mm-hmm. and you will see, you won't see 5 kids that are creative and the rest sort of sitting there waiting for instructions on what to do. What you see is 30 kids that are just doing crazy, incredible, imaginative things. And the natural process of life, there's so many things in our lives that come and sort of beat the creativity out of us. Uh-huh. And it's very hard to get back to.
Okay, well, you say in the book, finding your creativity is 95% work and discipline and 5% inspiration. So obviously it takes hard work to get back to that 3-year-old self. Yeah,
I mean, the method to get back to it really is you have to almost impose a structure to get back to creativity. Mm-hmm. It sounds counterintuitive, but to get back to openness, you need to really impose a discipline on yourself to really search out that curiosity again.
You talk about breaking the pattern, so there's one way to do it, and you say something as simple as changing the way you make your coffee in the morning. Why is that important?
Well, as we go through life, we get more and more specialized in what we do, right? It becomes very natural. We start to do things by route and pattern because that's what simplifies life and makes life livable. But at the same time, those same patterns are in many ways what keep us locked in. And so if you want to expand your outlook and open up to the world and the world of ideas that's around us all the time, especially these days with the internet and digital, the simplest way is to break the simplest patterns and try little things that are new all the time. And those little breaks really open you up to a whole new world of ideas.
Now, I want to ask you about the half-hour habit.
Yeah.
And I know yours is, what, 5 in the morning?
Yes. Yes.
So tell us what happens in that half hour.
I mean, I mean, for creativity to work, you really have to, it's something you have to invest in and do every day, right? It's not mm-hmm. something that you can do once and expect to get a result from. It's something that you really have to put time into. And you have to find your time in the day when it works for you, when you can find time, when the kids aren't probably around, when you're not doing the bills, when you're not typing on, your email. And for me, my time is 5 a.m. I get up before the kids get up, before the day starts, before the internet has clogged my brain. Mm-hmm. And I really work on ideas, synthesizing ideas and looking at new creative projects or whatever I'm working on creatively. That's the time that works for me.
Well, I mean, this is an excellent book. We can keep talking about it. Find your pink elephant. You'll understand when you read the book. Let the Elephants Run. David Usher, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us.